Are you going places or left behind because you don't have a travel companion? Listen to how you can travel more independently. Dr. Travelbest will bring you the best answers, tips, and her mistakes so you can benefit.
Welcome to Dr. Mary Travelbest's episode on staying connected while traveling independently. In this episode, the FAQ is on how to avoid germs on an airplane flight, especially after the pandemic. The feature is to stay connected while independent, and the mistake is about carrying too heavy a load. Finally, the Dr. Travelbest tip is keep an open mind about your destination. Now, the FAQ. I hear that a mask is required, so how else can I avoid germs on an airplane flight, especially after the pandemic? So this is part one's answer. I recently flew on 2 domestic flights, and here are some tips that I want to share with you. Yes, wear the mask from when you leave your home until you arrive at your destination. If possible, choose a window seat. Also, choose a seat not by the restroom. And use alcohol-based sanitizing wipes when you sit in place in order to clear your tray table, armrests, surfaces, seat belt, and buckle. And disinfect your hands. When you get to your next destination, take a shower and change clothes. Our next episode will provide more tips for airline travel during Corona. So that will be part 2. Today's feature is staying connected while independent. So what does it mean to stay connected? During the COVID-19 pandemic, we were all able to stay home and remain connected to other parts of the world instantly. While you are planning to travel, you will want to be connected to others when you want to be. That includes your family, finances, friends, and your medical information, should that be needed. Staying connected is about setting expectations for yourself and for others as well. You are the kind of traveler who only wants to check in when you want to. Let your loved ones know that in advance. Tell them you love them, but this trip is about a new experience. And when you return, you will be more available and willing to share. Others may be wanting a daily call home to let others know that they're okay. However, also think about finances. If you have a credit card or cards, did you inform your banking institution that you will be away? Even if you're not traveling far, they could be suspicious of unusual activity on your account and try to reach you. Be sure that you respond to their contact so that you won't have your cards deactivated and ruin your travel planning on the road. What about friends? Your friends will reach out to you and, you can get back to them when you can. This is your time to go, so make sure that when you're gone, you get the respect you wish for by setting the proper boundaries with friends. They will be glad you did. And now for medical information. You should keep your doctor's office numbers and names handy when you travel because you may need to get medications while on the road. In the event of sickness, you should reach out to your provider, your insurance company, and your teledoctor when needed. These days, telehealth has become more valued than ever. Telemedicine seeks to improve a patient's health by permitting two-way, real-time, interactive communication between the patient and the physician or practitioner who's located somewhere else. Because of this electronic communication, we can be right there in audio and video using just a smartphone. And if you haven't used this, you could. I've done it. It's going to be growing and it's going to be good. But just remember this, it's only for domestic travel right now. I tried to use this in Mexico City, but I was denied. So now let's move on to today's mistake, which was too heavy a load. Too much weight in a suitcase. That was it. Most airlines have a weight limit of 50 pounds for checked luggage and 40 pounds for carry-on. I tried to travel with a bag that was 2 pounds over the weight limit. So instead of paying the extra fee, I took out some of the clothing items and stuffed them in my carry-on or wore them as another layer. It's better to weigh your bag before you get to the airport. Also, you can check with the airline for the baggage size and weight limits before you get there. So show notes are going to give you a guideline so you can use that in your travel. Now here's today's travel advice. Keep an open mind about the destination. If you keep an open mind about a new location until you've been there and seen it, you may like that better. You may have heard some bad reviews about certain places, but until you get there, please withhold your judgment. Just because someone else didn't like it, you may find it different. So keep that open mind. I want to bring meaning to your travel. Send me your travel tip. You can send it to my Facebook page, group, Instagram, Twitter, blog. And if you do, maybe you'll see your tips or questions in my next travel book. So what's on your bucket list?
What's on your travel bucket list? Tell the doctor and her team of women who travel the world seeking the very best. Dr. Travelbest, that is.